In the world of Instagram models and NBA basketball players and entertainers dumb enough to sleep with her, Brittany Renner fights back. It's been exposed that she's been going after young boys in college, like she did PJ Washington. She's faced the backlash of now being a single mom and saying stuff like stepdaddy season. So now she fights back. Due to her words, could she be the next Marvel or DC supervillain? Tune in to Hard Talk Radio. Yeah, man. Yeah, she's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's what I'd have to say.
A lot of people say that I have a few screws loose. Perhaps I do.
I kind of picture in my mind her sitting in a white room in an institution, like in Ravencroft. Not Ravencroft, Arkham. And she's just sitting there being asked questions, and then they let her speak. And she's in a white straitjacket. Not in a white straitjacket. She's just chained to the desk so she can't harm anybody or choke somebody. And she's just talking this stuff. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm fragile, but not like a flower. More like a bomb. Yeah, I'm unpredictable, unforgiving, beautiful, yet dangerous. Like Mother Nature. You're right. I have lost my mind. And I don't wish to find it. I lost my mind when I started choosing courage over comfort. I lost my mind when I started choosing me over others who were negatively impacting my life. I lost my mind when I started living for myself. The irony. I have no desire to be normal. Normal? If you were to Google what normal means, it means to conform. If somebody told me right now, you either fit in with everyone else or you're dead. Sweetie, I will volunteer to go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge myself because I have no desire to water myself down to fit in with people who don't even know who they are. The things that I read about myself, I'm not gonna lie, it tickles me. One, because it's just blasphemous and it's laughable. And probably a little bit because I'm a masochist. Yes, call me.
Blasphemous? You're not God. This woman chose to break up a relationship with a dude that possibly was going to be the only person that could take you seriously and possibly love you. He did love you. And be there for you. You already burnt out all your bridges with all these guys that you slept with within your own age range. Okay, you made a video about how you slept with 24 dudes, how you got a yeast infection. No man's really going to take you seriously, worth a grain of salt. Okay? Come on. You made a video saying you slept with 24 men and you had got a yeast infection. How you slept with 3 or 4 men within 1 week and caught a yeast infection. That is not... Men who got a spine are not going to want to deal with you. If they can look past your attractive features, look past your body, and see you for you, they are not wanting to deal with that. That is not something, a man wants to deal with. She had something with PJ Washington. Call him what you want, but that was possibly her saving grace. Now you're reduced to the woman at Jackson State saying, hide your sons.
Fucking slut. Oh, I love it. I know I am. But the other.
Can she say this at 40? Can she say this at 50? Can she say this at 60? That is the issue here. Oh, well.
The other part is that the best you guys got? That's as low as you're going to go? Because I can go lower. Nobody has judged me harsher than I've judged myself. So the things that I read online, that's light work. I've been called worse by better. That better being me. My whole life, I've judged every little thing about myself. I've lived in shame up until recently, really. When I lost my mind and decided to choose me. I don't need to be saved. I'm free. You save yourself. Because I know exactly who I am.
But what are you and what are you free from? What are you free from? You mean the criticisms? I mean, this is stuff you kind of brought on yourself, sleeping with, you slept with a guy younger than you, used him for a check, baby. Now I'm not going to negate, PJ's Washington's responsibility in this situation because he possibly could have heard that her reputation. Okay. And now he has to deal with the consequences. It's sad. Most men go through this, and he has to just live with it and move on. Most men have dealt with this, and that's it. Okay, that's basically it. All right, but she's the one who's going to feel the most of the brunt because now she has a kid, and that kid has to come first. That kid has to come first. All right, and it's like I said, it does knock you down a peg when you become a single mom. It does. Because that kid comes first and you can't just be dating any guy you want. Okay? You're not going to be able to get the same men you were able to get when you were a single mom. And her this using this as a defense mechanism, this is not good. Okay, it isn't. And yes, these type of women are great to sleep with, but in the end, it's a risk. It's just a risk. It's a headache. It's a risk. I can imagine the headache he has to go through just to see his son. Just to see his son. Complaining on social media about how he's having a hard time seeing his son. And the only women that are going to be for this are women who are just as crazy as she is. But most of these women are going to be ending up bitter, alone, and have to take prescription drugs and need a shrink. Because what they're doing is not healthy. It is not healthy what she is doing. It is not healthy that she has slept with 24 dudes and then made a live stream bragging about it, talking about how you got a yeast infection.
And where I'm going is far more significant than what I left behind. I'm not going to change my genetic makeup. It is encoded in me to be exactly who I am. And I am so not sorry. I'm just not. The world needed me, and that's why I'm here. I shake tables. I push envelopes. I'm a pusher. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it should be destroyed by the truth.
What What truth are you talking about, Brittany? Or are you being crushed by the truth? The truth that you used a young man to have a baby. A man that loved you, and you might as well should have stayed with him because you're not probably going to get a guy that's going to take you on and that baby. Not very few men want to raise another man's child. That's the thing. And she's going after young men going to college. She's sounding like some sort of DC Marvel supervillain. She sounds very crazy. She's not making any sense at all.
Accept what comes behind me being me, even if that's being falsely accused, being ridiculed, dragged. I love it. I love it here. I'm built for this shit, honestly. I do the inner work outside of social media. So you're not going to see me on here boo-hoo. I do that in private. I do allow myself to feel in private, though. I mean, what are we saying? I have feelings too, you know. I allow myself to feel, and I don't judge anything that comes up. And that is why I have endurance. That's why I can handle the load that has just been put on my shoulders. Because I'm really built for this shit. There's truly not enough cloth for all of us to be cut from it, in the words of famous Pump It Up rapper Joe Budden. And a wise man once told me that all doors lead to the same destination. So instead of fighting with myself, trying to be something I'm not, I'm going to just stick to being me and accept it how it comes. Because the one thing I've learned is when life is uncertain, when you don't know what the fuck you're doing, that's when the magic begins. In uncertainty, in the unknown, the question mark. What is surrender? I'm surrendering, and whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Whether I try to fight it or I just go with the flow, I'm free. And I love that I'm differently wired. Because me not being like you is my superpower. Yeah. We're just different. And that's okay.
Yeah, this woman is crazy. And I feel bad for that kid. I really do. Because that kid is going to have Brittany Renner as a mother, that boy child, and he's going to learn some of the things about her. And it may be something that could put him in a lot of trouble. And the fact that that video's still up, that she slept with 24 men. So when he gets a little older and he has to deal with this crap, I mean, a lot of these women are so selfish. They don't understand what they put their kids through. They don't understand their actions have an effect on their children. Talk about men and what the actions they put on their children, which is true, but it's rarely talked about how the actions of the mother, what she does, how that affects the child. Him growing up in school, having to deal with the fact that their mother did such and such online and talked about it and bragged about it and was happy about it. And it's going to hurt him a lot. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.